A lot of traffic this time of night. Hey guys, what's up? I'm trying to turn on the live chat. Possible that nobody's chatted yet. All right, then nobody's going to live chat. Well, so what I wanted to do was film across the highway across here and let you know that I went over there to investigate the so-called wood knocks I reported the other night. Anyway, I'm pointed in basically the direction that they came from. Here comes a vehicle. 2 vehicles. All right. So anyway, I went over there and checked it out, and there was no evidence of wood knocking in that direction. I tried to get around on the backside of a tree that, okay, when I heard these sounds, it wasn't a traditional wood knock, not a wood on wood. It was almost like a rock on wood or a rock on a fucking pickle bucket. And when I went over there, I saw this, the only tree left standing in that lot was one that had a big bulge in the middle of it, like a branch had fallen off and it rotted on the inside. I was trying to get around the backside of that tree, but these berms that were built up, but when they bulldozed that property, they bulldozed these trees up against that tree. And holy shit, I go live and it's like the whole town decides to start commuting. Anyway, so I'm trying to get around the backside of this tree. This was just what, last night, night before. Um, I'm trying to get around the backside of this tree and get a look, and as far as I can go, there's just trees pushed up against that tree in a line where I would have to climb over these dead trees that have been pushed over by a bulldozer in order to get around the backside of that tree and see if it was rotted out. And so I am now, I mean, I haven't been able to get around the backside of there, but I mean, surely these knocks that I heard were coming from further away from just where that tree was. So I'm calling bullshit on my own story and saying that the wood knocks were not real. That I have no idea what was making that sound. Wood knocks they mostly consist of a couple of 2 or 3 knocks. There's a reply from another location, another 3 knocks, and then there's a reply knock of however many people are there. And I was getting knocks of like up to 19 knocks at a time. It's totally inconsistent. So I'm going to call bullshit on that. For a rock on tree, or a rock on a pickle bucket, or a rock or a stick on a hollowed out tree, which is what I think I observed was a hollowed out tree that a branch broke off of and it rotted from the top down, essentially. Pardon me. Allergies are kicking my ass right now. Yeah, I know it's all black. And this is mainly for the replay. Some of you guys are popping in and out. Holy crap, my allergies are going crazy. I guess I'm going to have to end this pretty quick, but anyway, I just wanted to say, hey, that wood knock video the other night, that was not a woodpecker. It was not any known animal. It, if it was man, it was in an area where there were no men. But it's just weird that I was hearing, like, you can you can't look back at the video now, but I started naming off numbers like 7, 14, 19, 8, 8, 14. There is no reason for those numbers of wood knocks, and it's not any known formula of wood knock communication. So I'm going to call bullshit on that. I definitely don't want to discredit myself. That I was hearing something and it wasn't audible. Had it been actual wood knocks by what I thought it was, it would have been so audible. It would have been unmistakable. It would have fucking creeped you out. So anyway, I'm going to end this. I just wanted to get this out there that the wood knock video, took it down because it was bullshit. Those weren't, the one with the sheriff, I left up because you couldn't hear the wood knocks, but I got the interview with the sheriff and I can't edit right now, so I left that one up. The one where I went to go investigate the wood knocks, I took that one back down. Anyhow, there we go. Okay, now I can see the chat. Not so much F off productions. We're not so much looking for Bigfoot as we are just trying to document any evidence. I don't want an active interaction with a Bigfoot, but there is evidence that they are in the area. And there are tweakers around here. However, I am not one of them. Well, I took a video about 2 weeks ago that shows a pretty clear footprint, very much larger than my size 10 shoe. So, anyway, stand by. That's when I knew they were in the neighborhood. All right. Now, maybe that was about 3 weeks ago, but I'm telling you, they're around here, and it pisses me off that nobody tells you that these things actually fucking exist. The government knows, and they're not telling kids that play in the woods, hey, this is what you need to watch out for, and gives them a list of instructions to, like, they want to dumb down the kids and make them a bunch of sheeple, so they're not going to tell them to pay attention to their sixth sense. Like, hey, a bobcat's about to pounce on you, or there's a Bigfoot looking at you. I don't know if you could hear that or not. It's a bad thing about being right here on the highway. I've just been staying focused on the area where the wood knocks came from. And trying to stay focused on that area, pointed that direction. I went over there, and that lonely ass tree with all those trees piled up behind it that I couldn't get behind. I was mostly worried about snakes being under that wood pile, so I didn't want to go crawling over it. Anyhow, kind of really didn't even want to see what was on the other side of that wood pile, because it had a drop off on the other side. It looked like some sort of creek or tributary drainage, something like that. And yeah, didn't really want to go over there. But it was the waning minutes of daylight, and I was just over there looking for what could have possibly been responsible for me thinking that it was a rock banging on a pickle bucket. But that tree with that rotten spot in the middle, that could explain it. Anything that would have got up there would have had to been standing on top of that wood pile and being able to reach about 15 foot up. And it wasn't that loud. It wasn't that loud. So I'm calling bullshit. F off. Yeah, that's why if you ever think there's a Bigfoot in your area, you don't want to fucking alert the government. I tried to see, I was right here at the edge of the driveway, which I am right now, talking to a sheriff's deputy several days ago while that wood knocking was going on, and it was a very strange wood knock. So it wasn't strong enough to be. I already explained it. Yeah, but she had pulled off on the road, on the side road that goes down by where that was coming from, and she stopped. And when I said, "Hey, come over here," she took off down the road, and I said, "All right, disappear, coward." And then I noticed she was going to be coming back down the road because it's a loop and she would have to come back down the highway. I caught her and pulled her over and talked to her, asked her if her body cam was on, and said, When she said no, I said it was Sasquatch. Because I told her there's a bunch of crazy shit going on down there. When she asked me what it was, that's when I asked her if her body cam was on. But anyhow, I don't care. I just didn't want her to get in trouble. So, I agree they need to be protected. They need to be protected. These things have human faces, and I don't care if you believe in the Bible or not, but these things are said to be fallen angels. I heard a story today from Sasquatch Chronicles that the guy who became very spiritual after his encounter believed I had to wait for a quiet spot. He actually believed that after his encounter that he had never been much of a believer in the Bible, but he went to church, whatever. I mean, you go through the motions, right? So anyway, after his encounter, after he was 19 years old, after this encounter, he became very much more spiritual and cited the Old Testament and said he believed in that these things were Nephilims. I'm on the fence on that, actually. I don't need proof. I kind of know. I kind of already know. I don't need proof. Fallen angels, though, but the way he expressed it was that the fallen angels, these things were half evil and half human. And if you're not familiar with the story from the Old Testament, basically fallen angels from God that were charged with helping basically create chaos in the world. Here comes another vehicle. They found human females to be desirable, came down, mated with them, and created the Nephilim. That's Genesis chapter 6, verse 4. All right? If you want to look it up in a historical document. Fucking cars. God bless you on your travels. Hope you don't run over a fucking Sasquatch. Sometimes they throw deer in front of you. Yeah, you think you hit a deer. They'll throw one in front of you. But anyhow, I didn't document the last time that happened. But anyhow, what was I talking about? Okay, yeah, we all need to document it and protect them. Yes, absolutely. Because whenever some idiot calls and reports these things, a report is sent up the chain, and next thing you know, helicopters come flying in, and you hear gunshots, and there's something flying out, hanging off the bottom of the helicopter. So, yeah, I haven't actually seen it myself, but that's why I'm keeping the exact location of my sighting basically a secret. I mean, you could essentially figure it out. I'm sure the government could figure it out from my videos, but, you know, there's only fucking 3 ways I could get to where I'm filming, and hell, no, they are human. They are human. They've had DNA tests. You interrupted me, but that's okay. That's okay. I was probably going to start rambling anyway. Um, no, the DNA is in. They are 50% female human DNA and 50% unknown male DNA. So that's why I'm saying, yes, they are fucking real. And not only that, I seen the fucking footprint. So, well, there's shit out there that ain't human. But when you got something that's 50% human and it looks at you in the face with human eyeballs and a human face and it's covered in hair, and they don't consider themselves naked, they think we're naked because we don't have hair. I mean, bullshit. Yeah, these things deserve their space and their time. They consider their time at night, this time of night. I'm not one of these hooting and hollering guys, but I did, about a month and a half ago, I went out and mimicked a cat call that I heard 2.5 years ago. And I mimicked that cat call. And it was shortly after that cat call that immediately back on the 180, I just turned to 180, and there was back in there towards where you can see that light shining through. There was uh, such a horrendous sound that I thought it was that cat attacking a dog. And the sound is recorded on a 911 call because I actually did call the sheriff's department. It was a couple of years ago before I knew this fucking thing was living in my backyard or my front yard or down the street or whatever you want to call it, in my neighborhood. Yeah. And the sounds that were going off after I had recently, in the last 2 months, started hearing sounds that were recorded of these things, that was one of them. It wasn't a dog. It wasn't a dog getting slaughtered, wrapped around a tree. That's what I described it as. It's like it probably circled around the tree until the dog got wrapped up and then went and started like disemboweling it and shit. It was gruesome. It was absolutely the worst sounding thing I ever heard in my life. And it was a mile away. Okay. The guy at the sheriff's department, I was talking to a supervisor because dispatch didn't want to deal with me. And the supervisor said, I hear that shit. And he sent out a cruiser. I think he even came out himself because he was so intrigued by the sound. That's how. Never mind. I heard something, but it was just some chickens over there. Uh, he was so fucking freaked out by the sound that he came out himself. And of course, he didn't find anything because, as I've learned now in the last few months, it was the historic winner of hide and seek. You're not going to find him if he doesn't want you to. Anyhow, the point of this video was to call bullshit on the wood knock video that I did. The first part I left up because I had the interaction with the police officer, the sheriff's deputy, excuse me. And the second one where I went to go investigate it, I took that down because I didn't find any evidence that where it came from my house, it just wasn't a thing. It there's nothing there to indicate that um, that there was any wood knocking going on at that location. F off. What was that? I think they can they can out smell a pig. That's why it's so hard to get clo- close. Equal, most likely a good thing. Yeah. Uh. Hmm. Even though I'm wearing my glasses, I'm having a problem understanding that. I think they can outsmell a pig. That is why it is so hard to get close. Equal, most likely a good thing. Well, if you'd like to clarify that, I'd love to hear about it. All right, so it seems like I'm pretty well done here. Clash in Canada, hello. Well, okay. Clash, I'll tell you. Did you catch the video the other day where I talked about the wood knocks? I went to go investigate where the location was, where I thought the wood knocks were coming from. I'll give you a few seconds. All right, well, Clash in Canada. Hey, F off, I see you. Um, Not sure what you mean by that anyway. Hey, Clash, just to catch you up, uh, the video I produced, I didn't see you on that. I didn't see you made any comment on it, but a day or two ago, I a couple of days ago, I heard some wood knocks, and I went to investigate yesterday, day before, and so basically the day after, in the direction that I heard the wood knocks, and the property I was on, where I thought it came from, it was extremely weak and would not have been anything associated with any type of Sasquatch activity. Something else, I don't know what would be knocking on wood. It sounded to me, after thinking about it for a while, like it was a rock knocking on a fucking pickle bucket. and there's this tree. The only tree left standing has this big bulge in the middle, and I couldn't get around the back side of it to see the bulge because all these woods had been bulldozed and pushed up against that tree, and they were legitimately bulldozed. Okay, so no supernatural activity, bulldozed all these trees up against there. But there was potentially a hollow spot in that tree, and something was banging on it. But it was such a light, like, I mean, I know what a hammer sounds like banging on different surfaces. I know what a piece of a stick sounds like banging on different surfaces. I know what uh, a, a log sounds like banging on different surfaces. And the holy crap, there's no way that any of this shit happened. And so I was actually calling bullshit on my own wood knock video. That was not wood knocks. It was definitely not a woodpecker, which goes brrr, brrr. You know, it was not that. It was a knock, 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 knock. You know, and like 8, 14, 19 of them at a time. That's not the communication that happens with wood knocks. So I'm calling bullshit on that. And that was the purpose of this video. How long have I been on trying to discredit my own fucking video? 30 minutes. All right, guys. Unless y'all just want a damn chat room, want to hang out and chat, I'm pretty much done here. Wow, pigs can smell that far off. Keith, how's it going, Keith? Yeah, guys. Hey, just if you go to my channel and you go to my playlist, I just made public a playlist I made from How to Hunt, and it's going to give you some background in case you don't have any experience at people telling stories about what happened to them when they experienced something they could not possibly fucking comprehend and realized what it was and had an experience that you know, you can say these people are fucking stupid, crazy, out of their mind, delusional, on drugs. I don't care what you call them. But you know what? You better listen to their stories because they can teach you how to act if you ever have one of these fucking drug-induced stories of your own, whatever you wanted to fucking call them. Yeah, you better know what the fuck to do because these people lived to tell their story. And if you want to sit there and make fun of it and you don't live, who's the fucking loser? You know what? Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Any closing comments? Because I'm ready to get the hell out of here. I hope I have people here that are willing to go and look at the How to Hunt compilation, what do you call it, playlist I made. It starts off pretty well. I think I released the right one. I tried to share it in my community page, and I'm not sure how to do that. So if anybody can tell me how to do that, after I close this video, let me know in the comments how to share a playlist in my community page. But other than that, just go to my channel and check it out. Welcome, Blue Flyer. Go to my channel and check out that playlist. It's either 8 or 14 videos. And the cool thing about a playlist is if you've had enough and you go away, when you come back, it'll pick up where you left off. So y'all have fun with that. Concerned Citizen Clint, sig out.